Perfect. All right. Let's get into the video. So, what am I doing today? Today, I am trying to figure out C sharp. Also, trying to figure out C sharp window form, something I haven't worked with. I was setting up C sharp to work with Godot, but that's not needed. What is needed is that I need to learn how to do this, okay. And I also need to learn how to use these forms. So I'm gonna record this. I have a YouTube video that I am playing for as a tutorial. I do not have the right to show it, and I want to put this on YouTube. So I'm just gonna watch the video over here. Then I'm gonna do things over here. What I'm making is a little bit different. I kind of want to make a Bible verse game, but the first thing that we're gonna need to do is create a new project. So if you're doing this and you're trying to follow along and do something like what I'm doing, you gotta create a new project. What they use is Form.net framework, and there is also a Windows Form app. I cannot tell you what the difference is. I do not know yet. I'm very new to this still. Like I said, I'm just learning and recording, so don't think I'm just going to be able to teach you everything. I will teach you what I'm understanding. Like, I will just, go through it with you. Not teaching you nothing, like, right now for real, though. Just trying to see how this all works. So, instead of how to make whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, this will probably just be called making a whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and that is why. But here we go. So we got Windows Form app, and then you got the .NET framework like I was talking about. They say the same thing. You have project here, project template for creating .NET Windows Forms apps, a project for creating an application with Windows Forms user interface, but it says .NET framework. I'm sure there is a difference because it just said users interface. I don't know, but we're gonna go with this one. That's all that matters. So please make sure it does not say .NET if you're trying to follow along with me, because I cannot be responsible for any problems you are having. After that, we are going to go ahead and name it. I will name this Bible verse game. Yeah, making a Bible verse game. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this goes. And here we are. This is not gonna be here for you. So let me take that away. Also, let me show you something really quickly. I'm gonna actually close this real fast, just so we could try to replicate an issue I was having earlier. Give me 1 second real quick here. Oh, and let me get my tunes playing in the background. My fault.
Now after the death of Joshua it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, Who shall go up for us against the Canaanites first, to fight against them? And the Lord said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand. And Judah said unto Simeon his brother, Come up with me into my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites, into thy lot.
There we go.
So Simeon went with him. And Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hand, and they slew of them in Bezek 10,000 men. And they found Adonibezek in Bezek, and they fought against him, and they slew the Canaanites and the Perizzites. But Adonibezek fled.
Close this as well too now. All right, so okay, I can't close this, but let me try to do something real quick. So if I were to create this console project in my other window that I have open, that I'm doing all this stuff on, like, because it's not like I'm just making stuff magically appear, it won't even work. Basically, if it's lagging when you get here, it will have words right here. Scaling on your main. Consider opening the window frame designer. Yeah, whatever. This is literally what I'm talking about. So let's see if it works. So, let's see if it's causing the issue. It looks like it is by everything that's happening right here. I am going to go to view. We're going to go to toolbox. This is how you get stuff to use. You go to view, go to toolbox, and then this toolbox will pop over here. Make sure you pin it because it will not be pinned. So make sure you pin it so it stays. It was just off to the side over here too, though. so that's on me. But you'll pin it so it stays. Uh, we'll get label. And yeah, no, I'm having a problem. You see, it's laggerton. So what I need to do is close the app if it's lagging like this. It should say, do you want to change it and then restart in this window right here? It's not giving me that option anymore. What if I hit more info? Nah, it's not giving me that option anymore. But that's okay. So just go ahead and close your window. Don't save. This is only for people who really are using two monitors. And you will reopen everything in the window you want to use. So I did not use the window that I wanted to use when I opened it. So but I just did the same thing. I'm not gonna cap. I gotta let this one up. They got me. They stumped me. It didn't take long. It's not what happened last time. They just had the button. So yeah, when what happened here? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna try this. I need to try to do this. This might be wrong still. Like I said, learn with me. Not I already know what I'm doing. So grab this. I feel like we just did this though. I just opened it over here last time. You know what? Hey, bad fix. Bad fix here. Okay. But this is a way to fix it. So now it's still opened over there. You know what? Y'all, I understand it now. This is the problem. All right. So if you ever have this issue, you need to go here. You need to go to home. You need to go to your display. And then you need to flip these. That's what the problem was. So I need to make the other one detect other display. Um, display. Oh, there we go. There we go. Make main display. There we go. Now it's gonna work. Now there's no problem anymore. But that was not set up right. So I identify. Oh no, this is still too. It's crazy because the screen is way bigger than the other screen, but whatever. Ew, look at those pixels, bruh. What's going on here? Hold on. I'm sorry. Can is this the best we got for display though? Recommended. Eesh. That looks nasty, bruh. We down on a high power monitor here. I'm literally on a old HD TV. Anyways, though, here we go. Open Visual Studio Code. Make your main be whatever monitor that you are using. That will help it. That is why it's bringing up that issue. Still opened it in the other window. Don't know why. But now when we add our label, it will work. Yes, it will work. So that is the fix for how to do that. There's another fix that's within this app though. I just don't know how to do it. It was right here with a button, but it's not there anymore. But either way it goes, we are set now. Let me not dilly dally a second further. I know I don't have much time. I can't even speak. I don't have that much time left with y'all. Um, because I'm gonna run out of storage. So Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Put one over here. Put one down here. One right here. I think I deleted myself about 50 gigabytes I have. But in 4K, like you can eat up 50 gigabytes very quickly. So it's kind of a speed run. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I got full confidence. Oops. In my ability to do that. I'd be thinking this is like Godot or something. Gotta go change this over here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so I just opened the label. I went to the toolbox. I got a label. Boom. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. Uh, these are all like words basically. Like I don't know what else to say. Like when you get a text box and like Google Slides eWord, this is all that this is right now. So that's all the label is. But there is a text box. So maybe there's a difference. I don't know. But bro in the video said get a label, and this seems like he's just working like a text box. Could work different. Could work different though. I don't know. All I'm doing is changing text right here, and then we're gonna change the name. The text is a property over here, and this is the only way you can change the text. So you will not be able to, and you see how I just lost this is cool because I could just use the highlight feature and it's not dragging 15 squares across the screen anymore. And now I could just type in whatever word I was missing. We have correct, and then it is going to be this with a 0. And then we'll go to this label, click on it. So if you're from Godot like me, it might be to double click if you've never done any of this before. Probably like, dang, I clicked on the wrong video, but you're still here for whatever reason. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna go with incorrect. It's gonna be right here. So we have incorrect. We're going to put semicolon 0. All right. So then now we're gonna go right here. We are going to put word, and then right here we are going to put press enter to check if correct. All right. Then he had made this name label right. This is how we'll access it in our code. Is by this name right here. So I'm naming it LBL right so I can find it. And then this is going to be, of course, LBL left, LBL left. I don't know if I should put an underscore right. Oh, in C sharp, I don't think you put underscores. I was just watching a video about that. So, um, I don't know. I've been putting underscores this whole time. I gotta watch something about the syntax. We got probably word right here. Uh, well, I'm just gonna see what he says. Let's get to that point in the video. It doesn't take long. Mm-hmm. LBL. Oh, LBL wrong. This is not LBL left. LBL wrong. And I will be doing stuff a little bit different, like these words. I was gonna go back and change this as well too. I'm not gonna use the word. I'm actually gonna use a verse because, like I said, don't show me a Bible verse again. I want the first fruits of my labor to be for something, bigger than me, bruh. If they're gonna be wasting their time on this game, I feel like that inherently makes it an idol. So let's not make an idol. Let's make it. Let me not get him all that. Either way it goes, we got this done. I'm gonna play. the video real quick to see what he's naming the other stuff while I take a sip of this classic grape soda. Stop. It's healthy. It's healthy. So what do you know? What do you know? Like, you're right, but you're wrong. And it tastes nasty. I don't even like this. Mm. So I want to connect AOD.net to this and then have they just give you random Bible verses from a SQL database that has the entire Bible in it. Because I need to practice setting up HDL.net. I was gonna do it in Godel like y'all normally see me, but they want me to figure out forums for what I'm trying to do, so I'm gonna do it in this form. Why not? It's something new to try, and it's got me back interested in coding. I've been so excited this whole weekend. Let me not turn into Chatterbox right now. Control first. So back interested in the flow of things, but I've been thinking, what if I don't get it? Still an interview, then I still got this bid. Excuse me though, twice. All right. Okay, so we got a text box. Interesting. The text box is something that the difference here is looking like the text box is something where the user will be entering words. So that's the difference between a label and a text box. So my fault. It is not a text box. Take that back. There will not be an edit on that. So you'll just be watching this later. Hopefully you just found out in time with me, or you knew when I said that. But text box will be getting the user input. That is what it is looking like. The difference between the text box on here is we found out very quickly. I knew as soon as I said that I should not have even spoke on it. But here you go. I don't know what like where's the center here? Like the center line is just not showing up for me. I know y'all seeing this, like I'm not tripping. But oh well, I'll just sit it right here. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. But yeah, so next step is to do this in good though, but I don't know. I kind of want correct, wrong, verse. All right. So first, this is gonna be like the second screen. I'm gonna have a budget. I'm not even gonna say too much. So let's just get into it. Hold on, real quick. So we got the text box. We got the form, label verse, label enter, and then added a text box. Let me make sure I didn't get to see what you named the last one. He didn't just grab the text box. So LVO enter is made on my own. I used to remember that. All right, so we're gonna press Control so we can select multiple, and then for the tutorial they're saying add the bold font. Just do that from right here. This is not how he did it, but he clicked on this and it opened up a menu. So let me show y'all this. You feel me? Like I said, I know a little bit of what I'm doing. I don't know too much, but I can suffice. We could also use this as well too. But like I said, I don't know where you're at. This is just me making the game, not how to though. Like I keep on saying, I'm not teaching this very good right now, but I'm doing okay though. Excuse me. And yeah, there was a reason for this being open. This is why we don't speak too soon. Oh, but I still didn't need it. I could just change it right here to wait before it's too late. So let me think. So like I'm thinking like two things happen. Well, it's really only one thing that can happen. So I was thinking like you type and you're gonna press enter, but you'd probably be mad if you typed the whole thing and like stuff was wrong. But I don't think I could dynamically get input, so I'm just gonna let it go right now. Like I'm not even gonna try to like figure that out. So that means what we're gonna do is show the verse right here and then start a timer. Be like, remember the verse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then this is gonna change. This will disappear for a second. And then this is just gonna say fill in the blank. And then shortly after, the verse will pop up with one word missing. Boy, oh boy. All right. That is not what we're doing first. We're just gonna make this, and then I'm gonna put in my own verses. And I'm just gonna type those, and then I'm gonna get that part done. That second part, we'll see if I could get that done. That is where the ADO comes in, and all the other stuff. So it might take a couple of days for that one, but we'll see. Go text on, center it up, so when somebody types in, it's gonna pop in the center, not over here on the left. Um, and yeah, that's how you change the name in the corner. So like the name, any name that'll pop up in the corner. Uh, all right, it's gonna be typing again. Make sure it says typing again. But all right, keep going though. I'm the code. That's it. So we're gonna set up an event. I gotta go to the event icon in the properties. Where's bro at? I can't even. Oh, snap. So up here, lightning bolt. And then I want to get wood. Hold on. Looks like we can keep press down. Yeah. Cursor click before the stock set tab change the margin change modify change resize text change text alignment change commentating tab start tabbing the text change. Okay, so on key up, I need to figure this one out. Event raised when the value of the text property is changed on control. Like I said, we'll get deeper into it and I will try to get that one. But this, so people could check. So this will just be, I memorize the Bible verse right now. We'll make the typing full typing in a second. So key up, we're going to say, so in key up, what is this? Control binding. So in key up, we're going to create a method, I believe is what it's called in this language, a function basically. Check game is what he used. And if you see me down by the screen like that, that's because I have this tiny laptop screen. I have a very big monitor screen, but this tiny laptop screen has to be pushed far back away from me. It has these tiny words on this screen, and I cannot see them. Uh, you might be in the same situation. I don't know. But check game. We have check game. I'm going to put a lowercase c on here. Lowercase c. Oh, you know what? I haven't checked OBS. I've been doing a lot of what if somebody says something? No. Okay. All right. Back to what I was doing. We got check game one mode. Label click. I don't. I don't remember adding all these. I don't. But and this yellow line means I added them. That's what this means. So these means these are only things that I added. I'm just gonna delete them. Sure, I'll be okay. Sure, we'll be fine. All right, need to declare some variables on a global stage. So the first thing we're making is a string. I'm just gonna let him get through this. I'm just gonna be typing here. I'll be saying what I'm doing though. So I'm making a string with all my words in it. Yes, I type extremely slow. I'm sorry. Words equals. Eventually, in this YouTube video, the camera just gonna turn off. I ran out of storage. Sorry. So we're just gonna continue with the video though from the recording I have on OBS in my computer. So that's why you can still hear me. I was never coming from the computer. I mean the camera audio. It's never talking. So what I just did was just tabbed it on some random words. Okay, let me try to do that again. So this is an AI feature. I believe AI is doing this. If not, this is just a suggestion. But here are some words. So I tabbed it. It already created the strings. So I have the string apple, banana, cherry, anything that is in quotation marks is a string. So this is an array of strings. Let's not get confused. This does not mean how we declare strings. We do not need to do this to declare a string. A string is a I want to say a variable type, but don't quote me on that. All right. But either way it goes, an array holds multiple variables. So yeah, it's probably a variable type. Um, but this little symbol means array. So this means we have multiple different variables that we are going to put inside this one variable. To access this, we're going to use this little bracket thing, and then our my fault. I probably definitely explained that wrong, man. I'm thinking this is a different language. You probably put strings right here to say what this is an array of. So this is an array of strings that we're calling words. And to check that, let's put double. And then yeah, we get error coded because these are type strings. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is like I said, you're learning with me. I'm not teaching you all the way, but string, we put the type of variable we have. This is the name of your array. So this is what we're letting we're letting the computer know what we're putting into the array. We're putting a string into the array. The array will be called words. These are our strings shown by these quotation marks. We can only ever put the same variable type in here that we put at the front of that line of code. Okay, so let me go to the next line. So we have random, random. Let me hear what this is. We're going to use this to generate a random number. This is how we're generating a random number with this new random. It's not a function, method, class. I don't know what it's called in this language. Not yet. But with this little thing, you see how like this has a thing at the end, and then like this is like a procedure. There we go, a procedure. I can say that for sure. So a procedure. So this procedure right here will give us a random number, and that random number will be R&D, and then we access random beforehand. Give us a new random. Yep. Yep. All right. So now I'm going to declare integer for correct and incorrect. Make sure you randomly save your projects. Make sure you just randomly control us. He just gave that out. It's probably an old head type reminder. Don't worry. Your stuff's probably not gonna get deleted, but it might though. But in a big 2.6, bro, that would be insane. Have it up. Then now, in our form one, after we initialize our components, we are now going to access that what's it called, like we said. And by what's it called, I mean those labels that we are talking about before. So LBO verse is going to be dot text. So I believe I just said LBO verse is going to be, what was this dot text? They explain that as I typed it. Let's see. It says gets or sets the text associated with this control. Label dot text. Get label. Okay, so we're gonna get the label. And now out of all those options that we had like on the side down here, we're gonna mess with text. So that's why we're putting dot text. So we had to first access, I want to say, the label verse class and then go get this. I don't know if this was Godot. This is like the big node. And then we had to access test, which was a child node of this parent node. I don't know, bro. Syntax stone me. I don't know all that yet now. But we're going to put equal sign right here. Think Russian nestling dolls, though. That's all that matters. This is the big one, and then the big one had this one inside of it as well. Well, it's not really a Russian nestling doll, so that's a horrible analogy because like they can't all be the same size. So I take it back, bro. But this is gonna equal word either way it goes. I hope you got what I was trying to say. If you did not and you're still confused, it's me, not you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna hit enter on that. And then I am going to put in, remember them brackets that I told you about earlier. So I'm going to go bracket and then this should be R&D, but I'm gonna put 0. And then if we press start, it should say Apple. If you're working with an index, in case you didn't know this, index is, I mean, when you're working with arrays, they have an index number. Index numbers don't start at 1, they actually start at 0. And an index number is basically like if I'm writing a list: 1, cheese; 2, ketchup; 3, tomatoes. Like it's just like what everything on the list has an order. If you're writing the list, something has to be first, something has to be second, something has to be third. Essentially, the index number is just, oh, this is first on the list, this is second, this is third. Now, where it gets a little bit weird is it starts at 0. Don't know why, but it starts at 0 instead of 1. So the first thing is 0, and then it's 1. So everything you see is offset by 1, except for the number 1, which is actually 0. Okay. All right. So with that being said, our first thing that we have right here is Apple. It is 0. I can run this. And then when I run it, the words are not going to be words. There's errors in my build. Why, bro? Why are there errors in my build? No. Let's look at the errors. Label dot click does not exist. Hmm? Hmm. All right, and then what is this talking about? All right, and sometimes it's not easy. All right, let's go ahead and run this. Should be working now. Nice, nice. And it says Apple. What did I do right now? No clue. Not really though. It seems here that there's code that's automatically generated when you do things. I don't know what I was doing, but when I was messing around with all that stuff earlier, saying like, "Oh, I'm trying to look and see," I was accidentally somehow creating stuff in here. So gotta be careful with that next time. Let's go back here. But it said verse now. Where my game goes right here. Apple. Yes. Nice. Nice, man. Now, instead of Apple, let's go get a literal, actual Bible verse. Give me one moment, real quick, because I already have something open and we're doing it with the numbers on it. You already know the drilly. You already know the drill. Give me 1 second, real quick. So, Genesis 1. Yo, what we got this in? What I don't know what type of Bible reading they got right here, but hey man, I'm just gonna copy it. It's free. I don't have to worry about getting copyrighted written. So we got one, and then I'm gonna enter Josie, Josie. Oh, freak! I forgot how to do it. Hold on, let me figure out how to do a line break. Then I should be able to put slash in to create a line break. Might be wild in here, y'all. But let's see. Slash in to create a line break. Then we are going to put the Bible verse in the beginning. That we're gonna run. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Um all right, so let's go here. Let's go to that thing that we were doing earlier. Text alignment, middle center, center back. We're gonna have to make two values associated. Hold on, bro. I think I might gotta cheat real quick. Let's see. Give me one second, real quick. Oh well. Let me just finish the game. I'm getting too sidetracked. I forgot I only got so much footage. I do want this game to be a little bit different than how I'm making it, but it's okay for right now. We don't gotta worry about that. Um, I don't worry about all that actually. All right. Well, I don't know. It keeps on going in the corner like that. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Looks like barely all set to the right. There we go. All right. All right, be that next. This will generate a random number. Um, I want to put it between 0 and then it'll be between 0 and a word dot the length of it, which is how many words are in the word array. Yo, I cannot spell L-E. Oh, there's a space? No. Oh, there's no capital L. I had no idea what he just automatically wrote for me. Well, I do, but I don't know why I automatically wrote this. I don't know what he's about to write in this video yet. Let's read what it automatically wrote for me, because that's the part about having AI. We got to be able to check what the robot is doing, or else the robot start doing weird stuff. So we got to pay attention. So if E is pressed, the equals key dot enter, then if text body dot text equals label verse dot text correct plus plus. So we're adding one to correct. Label right dot text equals correct dot whoa correct dot to string. So basically, that's actually very impressive. Maybe they already watched this YouTube video. Maybe they've already like had multiple people do this before, but it already made so because I declared the variable, it is adding one to correct right here. Then we also access our label right text, and then we make the label right text equal or label right text be correct. And then we wait, we put a plus right here, and then this is our correct dot to string. Interesting. I didn't know you had to use two string, but basically this is correct. This is getting the correct number. And then this is the same thing we have incorrect. Oh, okay. I understand now. I would have thought you would have just put plus correct, but I think in C sharp you have to put plus correct two string. I think that's why that is happening. But either way it goes, same thing here. We put plus correct, and then let's see. This two string converts the numeric value of this instance to its equivalent string representation. The string representation of the value of this instance consisting of a negative. I don't I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if it throws up an error if I don't use that. I feel like if I use just incorrect, it'd be fine too. But changing it to a string, even better. Either way it goes, we have label text, and then we make it a word, a random word again after this happens. So if it's correct, then it's correct. Else, then it's incorrect. We mark that, and then we up the score incorrect. And then, regardless, after this is done, we are going to go to only if the enter key is pressed up. After this is done, we are going to get our verse, and we're going to get a new random word. Beautiful. I'm gonna see what he does over here. Actually, let's not even see what he does over here. Let me not be a sheep. Let's just wrap up this video if it's over. So we have banana. Then we got date. Then we got date again. Then we got elderberry. I was looking for some of this for my wife today. Hold on, y'all gotta be able to hear that. That correct sound. That correct sound. Hold on. And you just made yourself a console game. If you followed along, if you looked at what I was doing, bro, you just made yourself a console game. Hold on, no, what is going on with the Bible verses? It just be starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Date, enter. Elderberry, enter. Look at us. Okay. The only thing is we got correct, we got wrong. I want to improve this. So what I want to do is I want to make a button. This game's cool. This game is going to be look at this Bible verse, then we take it off the screen, fill in the blank. So that's what I'm gonna do. Then for the other game, I'm gonna see how I could figure out how I could check text dynamically because they did have a text change function. Oof. So yep, and remember check game is when a value is pressed if our E code equals it said key up. So if that key that is pressed while this is open is enter, you could put any key in though. So if I wanted to put a different key, I would put what key show up dot alt. Let's put B. So we put the key B. We'll stop it. I'll press play, and then now if I put cherry, it's incorrect. Why is it? Nothing's happening. B. Okay. What if I put date and put B? We can't use B because B is going to give us the incorrect every single time. So we will have to use something that is not a real letter because it doesn't go through to this B. But we can use alt. We can use alt though. Alt works. But if we go ahead and put date and then alt. Hey man, we might just have to leave this at enter. Either way it goes, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That is it for me and the C Sharp today. I hope y'all understood this window form. I'm gonna do more with this, and I will be back when I do more with this, so I can do it with y'all and for watch me on the whole process. But I just wanted to say, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If this is still recording, if it's not, hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard me say it. Don't know what happened to the Bible verses, but I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. I'll see you soon with the rest of it.